Oh, red, of course, is roll for encounter. Oh, Hokey smokes. Okay. We're going to come up across something. Because, yeah, red, encounter, more dangerous, will encounter. Roll on table E and apply the current quest encounter modifier before reading the result on the table and then start combat. Okay, this quest is minus 40 on the encounter table rolls. I forgot to write it down, but it's got an encounter modifier because it's the first mission in all we're doing of minus 40. There we go. Okay, let us go to table E and subtract 35 from the roll. Let's also put this here. Table E. The game master never shuts up in this game. You are constantly looking through the book. If not for rules, then going through the various charts. The game master is so loud. Okay, we subtract 35 with a minimum of 0, of course. And with a 66, which would be 35, right? Minus 30, minus 35, 25. It would be 25. So this is 25 on the table. And 25 is giant ants. It is pack. Okay, so I think that just gives plus 5 for each. Oh, and there's 4 of them. This could actually be kind of rough. Let me get out the combat track. Because we have giant ants. Hopefully they're not going to murder me. AV of 20. Defense of... Oh, they subtract 2 for damage. But they're also minus 2 on damage. And they are 3, 2, 3, 3. There are 4 of them in this pack. Current HP, don't have to worry about that. They are P1 for parts. So we're going to get some parts here, and they are indeed a pack. Now, there is monster abilities on one of these. A pack. Each combat round, each monster still alive beyond the first one, adds plus 5 to the AV rating. So there are 3 of them that are alive here. They are plus 15 to their AV. They have to get a 20 plus 15, a 35 or less to hit me. Oy vey. Okay. Well, as it's stated there, we find out what there are, and then we go straight into combat. Now, combat, I have the little cheat sheet here as well. Although, I'm going to bring it back to this section so that we have both things open. Now, where is the combat part back here? I just want it open again so that it's right there in front of us. Here we are. Come on. There we are. Combat rounds. Okay. I'm going to put the bookmark over there because this is going to be open for a time. I'm going to put the cheat sheet thing right there. And then we've got the character sheets and the combat tracker. Put the character sheet over here to the side. Put the dungeon sheet over there because we're not going to need that for a time. Okay. Now we have to remember, I have to remember, each combat round is simultaneous. They're not going to just immediately, make a successful, I kill some of them so they're gone. No, I got to remember myself that it's only at the end of the round do they all die. So, on the first round, we roll D10 on the reaction table. And we happen to have the monster reaction table right here in front of us. So, on a 6, it is just a normal attack. So, I am going to attack because I don't want to, get murdered by bats. So, I am going to attack below my adjusted strength or dex. And since I am using a halberd, a two-handed weapon that is strength, my adjusted strength is 60, and I am not any minuses to anything. Okay, so I just have to roll the 60 or less, and if I roll a 10 or less, then I get a skill point, and that's a good thing. Well, I mean, an experience point. So I'm going to make my roll 60 or less. 42. That is, in fact, a hit. So that's a good thing. Now, make sure I'm doing this right. We monster reaction, we can block. We can attack the monster. Steps 3 and 4, and then combat ends, and then okay, steps 3 and 4. I'm going to hit, or attempt to. This is going to be the damage location, since I did roll underneath my adjusted strength. Oh, and with a D10 we have a 4, which is arms, and since they're ants, we're just going to call that body, and since there's no modifier to the damage, that's fine. And with a 6, oh boy, that is 10, not 10, that is 6 points of damage right there, because you see, it's roll both the damage die and the location die. Now, I roll a 6, but they have a 2. Minus 2, so that's 4 points of damage. So even though we are going boom to that one, and it's not enough to kill this one, so that's fine. They are still plus 3, and then they're going to be different next round. Did that make sense? They're going to lose that ant next round. So, because we still have plus 15, they have to do a 35 or less to hit. And at 63, that is a miserable failure on their part. And the attack value. Yep, make an attack. Equal to or less than. Yeah, they failed entirely. So we go on to the next combat round, where we find out what the giant ants are going to do. And with a 9, if the monster was damaged last round, it will escape. Well, they were damaged, so they're going to attempt to escape. Now I can either let them escape, which I'm not going to do because I need animal parts. So, escaping, animal escaping. Or simply let it go. I'm going to attempt to block the escape. So I have a strength test of strength minus 10. And if I fail, the monster leaves and I take it off the track. So it is a strength test of 50 or less. And 31. I prevent them from leaving. The ants tried to escape, but they were unable to do so. So now we go into the next combat round. Now they're only plus 10 to their combat roll instead of plus 15. I am going to make my attack first at 60. And at 15, that's a definite hit. No experience pip shaded in yet for combat, but, you know, I at least hit. That's a good thing. So, let's do this again. Well, it doesn't matter that I hit them in the body because I did no damage. With their defense of 2, no damage done to the giant ants. That's nice. Well, they're plus 10, and that with an AV of 20, they need a 30 or less to damage me. That almost was correct, but wasn't in the end. They need a 30 or less to hit me. And at 56, again, failure. Very, very good. But now we do a try to run away check. 8. If monster has less than half HP, it will escape. It is not at less than 8 HP, so it's going to be an attack as normal. So we are going to attempt to hurt this bat. Hopefully I'm going to actually do some damage to this thing. Oh, at 8. Strength. That, when you get an experience pip, I'm going to show you what I mean. When you have a starred skill or ability, like this one is starred because it's my strength, and then these down here, I have to hold this at an angle because this one's filled in and this one's filled in. These ones, each time you put a starred experience point, you get 2, not 1. So I got 2 points on my strength. Very, very cool because of that. Whether or not I do any damage, it doesn't matter. I did hit and hit well. So let's see how and where I do. Be high. Okay. In the 3, which is torso. Well, torso? I'll use that one. It's +1 damage, so that's a 6. -2 is 4. And so we go to the bats. We do boom. That's 2. 2 points. Not enough to get the next one, unfortunately. So they're only +5 next round. They are still +10 this one. And they are going to attempt to hurt me. They're not really going to do it all that well, but they're going to try. I mean, 55. Ah, these ants. These foolish aunts. They do not hit. Okay, because of that, they are only +5 on this upcoming round. So let us see if they're going to try and stick. Stick to landing. A 1. If the monster has less than 1/2 HP, which they actually have more than, because the second ant here only had 2 HP. So it's got greater than 5. It does not gain any AV on that. If it has less than half the HP, it gets +10 on its attack value. So, yeah. Just sheer luck. It does not get that. But it is a normal attack round. So we are going to attempt to strike the giant ant with our halberd. And with a 56, we barely hit, but we do hit. So thumbs up on that. Let's see where and how much. Oh, be at least a 2. Be a 3 or better. Oh, good. Okay, and an 8 is just waste. It doesn't have a belt, so that's nothing. So 5 -2, 3. Another one of the giant ants is down. So they're still +5, but there's only one of them left. So let us see how well they do. They are still +10, no, +5. And so they have to, 99. That's a massive failure on the ants' part. Thank goodness for that. And then we head back up and see how they are going to react. Only one of them left. And this ant is 5, just normal attack. I can handle that. I can definitely handle that. So we make the attack at 60 or less. And at 71, that's a failure. But the giant ant only attacks at 20 or less now. And at 74, failure all around on all of us. Okay, so now we see if it's going to stick around. And at a 1, less than half HP, it gains AV +10. Oh boy. I don't know what that little box is for. There's a little box on there. So I'm putting +10 for this next round there. Okay, I am going to attempt to hit at 60 or less. And at 68, that is a failure. Oy vey. So now the ant, at 30 or less, 57, they fail miserably as well. So we head into the next combat round, and we head into the next combat round, and with a 7 normal attack, the bat's just going to stick around. So we attack at 60 or 89. Good Lord, suddenly RNGesus just despises me. Okay, I shouldn't have written that there because they don't have that this round. 20 or less, and the giant ant gets me. And at 79, the giant ant fails miserably as well. So let us see what the giant ant does. And with a 1, less than half HP, it's got another plus 10, so this round is going to be plus 30. But I am going to attack 60 or less. 36. Finally, we hit. Now, hopefully, I roll at least a 3 for damage. And, oh, goody! Well, 10, that's feet, so it's just, we're going to call that one body. So 6 minus 2 is 4, and that is greater than 3. So finally, I got rid of all of the giant ants. But the fun is not over. I mean, you know what I mean. Okay, that was the geographical part. Okay. So now that we've done the geographical part of opening up this room, where is my map? Well, here's the character sheet. There's the encounter sheet. Oh yeah, I put it over here. Now we are going to loot this animal, this bunch of ants, and they are on the parts table. They showed section K. What is a K? HIJL. Huh, okay, well, P for parts I know works. Elemental P parts, and they are P2, I believe, combat tracker. Oh, no, P1, so parts. Let us see what parts we can loot from these ants. And it's 21. Skin or exoskeleton. Ooh, we have ant exoskeleton. And you know what that means? Ant exoskeleton. Now, while this does sell for 13 GP, we're also not going to try and sell that because we have a quest to fulfill. And now that we have gotten 3 parts from animals, we have actually fulfilled the parts of the quest. So you know what? We leave the dungeon now. Now comes the after the quest part here, because this was enter the dungeon. The first 2 quests are enter the dungeon, loot 3 parts from the monsters there. Success, we get 50 gold points. Actually, I think I do. Well, do I turn those in? We're going to look up quests here, just to make sure that we're doing it all right. Okay, completing a quest. Once the objectives have been met, the quest is accomplished and you receive the rewards. You add 1 point to the completed section of your quest log and tick the quest number on the quest tracker. That's the thing though. I mean, they show 2 points on the quest tracker and I don't know about that one. But it's collect. When a quest stipulates, or yeah, is quest the same as loot? Yeah. It can be looted by killing a monster or added to the, well, there's looting here. Yeah, loot an item. It must be looted from a monster the adventurer has killed. Blue areas, no counting. If you find it and then it doesn't count, you have to kill the monster to loot them. If you just find it, it does not. So, I get 50 gold coins, but I don't seem to be needing to do anything but sell the parts. So that's cool. Okay, we have completed the quest. Now we're on to before your next quest. After a quest has been finished and before a new one is determined, you perform the following steps in any order. You must always perform the refresh track step and the empire building step if you have any shares. Otherwise, all other steps are optional. Well, the first step is we just renew the track, the time track. And I don't mark it in on here, so the time track is all fixed up. We only got this far on it. And that's fine. I don't mind that at all. Then healing. Now, the adventurer may seek the services of a healer and remove each poison pip for 40 gold pieces and each disease pip for 65 and lost HP for 20 each. I'm at 14 and I have 2 points of healing that I need. I need to spend 120 on hit points, and then I need to spend 200 gold coins to heal this poison damage, because that'll stick with me forever otherwise, and to heal all of this here. I'm back up to 20. Where did I write down how many gold coins I have? Because holy smokes. I mean, I've got enough. I can sell, and I'm going to sell all of the, I'm going to sell the Scroll of Clumsy. And that's 200 gold coins right there. I'm going to need some oil too. So I'm going to, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh yeah, I'm going to sell these scrolls. Well, these are spell book. I can't sell these. Okay then, I need some money, so we're selling the Scroll of Clumsy for 200, and that pays immediately for all the healing and the depoisoning. I'm going to sell all of these, and there's 38 coins I get for selling these parts. I don't actually have to turn them into anybody. I guess I just had to prove that I had done it. So I have 38 coins because I need to check some other things here, because there is repair. You can remove any number of shaded pips on a damage track by paying its fixed value. I have not taken any damage on any of my equipment, so we don't need to repair. Sell items, which we just did. You can sell any items from the adventure sheet that have a gold value. However, damage value, you reduce it for how much damage it is if it's damaged. I didn't have anything damaged to sell. Then there's buy the needed items. You may buy a maximum of 20 plus your rep from the items in value from the tables of N needed. Now, that didn't even sound like English, so I'll show you what I mean. We have, if we're going to buy needed items, 20 items plus my rep. My rep is 1. I can buy 21 items off of the needed items chart. That was hard to say. Oil flask is 15 GP each. I have spent 2, so I'm going to spend 30 and get my oil back. Oh boy. We can then search the market to see if we can find any good items, and we can buy them if they come up. I don't have any money. Training, I don't have enough money to spend to buy anything. Magic tuition, empire building, you can buy shares that you make money on. I don't have any money to buy shares to do the empire part. So, Zerg has gone through and officially completed a full quest, a successful quest. We went through the dungeon. We looted animal parts. So that's a good thing too. Now, I may decide we could go back and continue with the next quest, or just make a new dungeon sheet. That's hard to say. But we will continue with Zerg. We will continue with the combat track. We will continue with this fellow. I really enjoy this game a lot. It is a very, very crunchy, granular game as a dungeon crawler. And eventually I hope to bring out the world builder and get that involved too for overland stuff. So, thank you very, very much for having come along with me on this journey of exploration. You take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing.